This is a horror game podcast. It is meant for mature audiences. It may contain adult language, violence, and sexual themes, as well as shocking revelations. Viewer discretion is advised. Greetings, fellow investigators, and welcome back to our video podcast, Into the Darkness, where my friends and I play the Call of Cthulhu role-playing game. I'm your host, Thom Raley. The scenario is Angel's Thirst. It was written by Chris Lackey and Mike Mason. It's part of the Cults of Cthulhu, and it's available from Chaosium. Keith Craig is our keeper of arcane lore, and this is episode 3. Our recap will be given by Stefan Emschi as his character, Sammy Slick Taylor. So, without any further delays, let's continue our journey into the darkness. Stefan?
Los Angeles, the city of angels. This is the greatest city in the world. Now, I know some of y'all from New York and Chicago are going to be saying, hold on, Sammy. But now hear me out. You can find anything your heart desires in Los Angeles if you know where to look. Now, where else could a man like me brush elbows with Louise Brooks and Marion Davies? Hell, I danced to Charleston with Josephine Baker. I grew up with Ramon Navarro, too. And I ain't say we messed around, because, gentlemen don't tell. But maybe his shoes might have ended up under my bed once or twice. And maybe they still do once in a while. Hey, man, don't judge me. I ain't no square peg, Anyways, I digress. The point here is about Los Angeles, which is a big goddamn city. But even so, until yesterday, I had no idea that you could find actual angels in the city of angels. But man, I should have known. Sometimes I do a little work for Paula Townsend. She's a private detective, and she got William Wagner working for her. And sometimes Georgia help her out too. Georgia's a photographer. And then there's Leo. Leo scare me sometimes with his whole mafia thing. But he okay, I guess. He got his own style, and I can respect that. So this nice young Hispanic girl come by, and she say her daddy gone missing, named Levi Diaz. The cops ain't interested in tracking down some new minority. Big surprise there. So Paula takes up the case, and maybe I might help that along a little. And so we following up the leads, and damn if we don't dig up a whole mess of shit. This dude, Garcia, he was a cabbie. And he take his fare to some warehouse that turns out to be owned by the mob, and then something crazy goes down. Statue goes missing, a bunch of scary mob dudes get ripped into little pieces, and Garcia, gone. Now, how do I explain that? I can't. Anyways, we still following all the clues, and they be taking us to this church. Some kind of new age Unitarian bullshit church. These ladies be claiming like they descended from angels. Nephilim is how they call them. And they say the angels straight out of the book of Enoch, which ain't even in the regular Bible. And also that they can talk to them too. I mean, like, talk to actual angels. And they say they be appearing at night services like little red lights. So man, this I gotta see. Now, if that don't sound like angels to you, and you wondering like me, why there's angels in Los Angeles and ain't nobody told nobody, well, you be wondering right. There's something off about this church. Now, Leo, he said he found some kind of secret door in that church, and behind that door they be doing some voodoo shit or something, because he said he found a bowl with blood stains and some other weird shit with ocean motifs. And this preacher lady, she done had 5 husbands. 5. And every one of them husbands dead in some kind of accident related to the ocean. Now, 1 or 2 drowned husbands, maybe that's just bad luck. But 5 in a row, that ain't no coincidence. You know what I'm saying? So now we in it. We're going all the way to the bottom of this rabbit hole. And so far, it looks like a deep one. I got a feeling when we get to the bottom, we're going to learn something about Los Angeles that even I didn't know.
All right, that was excellent, excellent. Okay, all right. So we're picking up on Sunday. Um, when we left off, Leonardo was meeting up with Lombardo, and one of his lackeys had just busted into the door and yelled that they need to get the Tommy gun ready. So we'll pick up with that. So Leonardo, you see Sebastian, he kind of jumps up. He's like, "What?" And the other guy, Mario, he's like, "Going, just give me the gun. Give me the gun right now." So he opens up a safe, and they get out a Tommy gun. It's got a 20 bullet drum that they slap in place. And Mario spins around, and right then the door bursts open, and you can give me a sanity roll because you see this bipedal giant fish thing.
Yep. 40 pass.
Fast. Okay. All right. Okay, you're fine. That it swings at Mario. It hits him across the gut, and you see his stomach get ripped out, and blood goes everywhere. And it must have hit the colon because there's even like some fecal matter that goes flying across there. And the guy kind of falls back, and the gun goes flying out of his hand. And what would you like to do?
I am going to try to make myself as inconspicuous as possible in the hopes that it will go for Sebastian instead of me.
Okay. All right. All right. So you're going to just like duck behind something and all?
Yeah, and
Okay.
once it goes for him, I'm obviously gonna attempt to make a exit.
All right. All right. Okay. Yeah. So you don't have to make a roll because like it is going for Sebastian. So if you get out of the way, you played right into what it wanted, and it goes for it. And you see Sebastian, he kind of grabs the Tommy gun, he's whipping it around, and the thing grabs the barrel, and they're kind of fighting over the barrel of the gun. The thing's pulling the gun around. He's trying to get it aimed at it. He's like, "God damn it, help me out here, Leo!"
Me? Hey, it's just business, buddy. I'm out of there. No, I'm gonna say I'll go get some backup.
God, fuck you, you piece of shit. Okay.
Okay, hopefully he doesn't win this exchange.
All right. So you go running out. When you come out, you see two more of those fish creatures down in the building, and they are coming up, and you see that kind of strange longshoresman that with the bulging eyes. He's pointing up. He's like, he's up there. Go get him, boys.
Are there any other avenues other than going down the stairs that I can take?
You could make a jump or a climb.
All right, I'm gonna jump down.
Okay, give me a jump roll.
Oh, I'm gonna push it.
Okay, if you push it, you're gonna land bad and take we'll say 1d10 damage because you're gonna like land on your head or something.
Well, I think I'm gonna take more than 1d10 damage if I face these people. So
But good chance of that.
okay, so I got a 45. That is not a pass.
Okay, all right. I'll roll the 1d10. 8.
Oh, ow. Ouch.
Okay. Is that major wound?
Yes, yeah, I have to roll con.
Okay.
I passed my con.
Okay. All right. So you're kind of laying there, you hit, you're obviously like, have you ever had the breath really knocked out of you where you're like, so you're kind of like just gasping and gasping. And, you look up and you see that longshoreman kind of looks down at you, and he's like going, no witnesses, and the last thing you see is him. He punches down right into your face, and everything just kind of goes black. Okay. All right. We'll go check. Cut away to. Let's see here. Georgia, what were you doing?
Well, I tried to call the architect's office and no one answered. It was a Sunday. I might try to look him up in the phone book, see if I can reach him at his house.
Okay. Yeah. He's listed. He's a professional, so like it's not hard to flip to the T's and.
Okay.
Okay. You ring him up.
Yep.
So you get an answer, and or the D, sorry, Gildon. I was thinking of a different character. Gildonovan is his last name, and he goes, "This is the Donovan residence."
Hi, Mr. Donovan. This is my name is Georgia Guidry. Are you the Gil Donovan that built that real interesting church out on the canals, the Temple of the Angelic Ones?
I was paid to design it.
Do you have a moment? I'd love to bend your ear about that and hear more about.
Uh, yeah. I guess. What's going
Well,
on? I mean, like, hey, that job's done.
well, yeah, no, it's a real fascinating piece of architecture, you know. What inspired it?
You'd have to ask Miss Cartwright. She's the one that gave me the what she wanted and all. I've just made sure that it would stay standing.
Oh, she had the whole idea herself. Is that
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. The ideas, all the designs, iconography that she wanted in it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It was all her.
And how did she strike you? A little strange.
Uh, Her boyfriend was kind of a jerk.
Am I getting like hesitant vibes from
Oh
this?
yeah,
Yeah, like he really
yeah.
doesn't want to talk about this.
hmm
Hmm. Well, I didn't know anything about a boyfriend. I don't suppose you know his name, do you?
Yeah, Carl Mann.
Oh, okay. All right. And those blueprints you submitted down to town hall, those were 100% accurate to the layout of this building.
Uh, yes, of course.
Hmm. As is required by law, of course. I would no doubt an upstanding citizen like yourself would follow the letter of the law exactly as it's laid out.
Exactly. Yes. Yeah, you lose your license.
Absolutely.
hmm
I'd hate for you to lose your license, Mr. Donovan. That'd be a real shame, wouldn't it?
What you can give me an intimidate.
I know I'm the wrong person to be intimidating anybody, but I will try.
Okay.
Maybe he hangs up in my face. That's fine. Yeah, nah. My other social roles are much better. No.
Yeah,
Thank you, no.
you got to get the the wife's she's got dinner on
All right. Well, you have a good evening now.
too. Hangs up.
Interesting.
Okay. All right. Sammy and Paula, where were you headed off to?
I think we're gonna have a second look at the warehouse if we can. We're gonna go see if it's empty, and if it is, then maybe we'll try to find our way in there somehow.
All right. Who has the lowest luck of you? That sounds like a luck roll to see if it's empty.
I'm at 51 currently.
That'll be you. I'm at 71.
Okay.
15. That's a success.
It is empty.
Excellent.
Okay. All right. So you show up now. The gate is closed, of course, because no one's there, so they don't want people just coming into their warehouse. So
I don't want you to get in trouble or nothing. Maybe I should
Well-
just go in myself.
Yeah, you seem like quite the climber there, Sammy. I'm gonna try to. I'm gonna look around the perimeter and see if there are any like openings and like the fencing or chain link fencing. I do have a little bit in climb, but I'm not like a particularly great climber. So
I mean, it's a chain link fence. You'd get a
Oh,
bonus
okay.
die to climb it. It's not
Oh,
like
okay.
wrought iron or anything.
Okay, there's not like barbed wire or anything at the top.
No.
Okay. Well, I'm still going to be kind of surreptitious about that because it is like an industrial area. I know that there's not probably going to be a ton of people there on a Sunday, but
Mhm.
not going to be like at
Yeah.
the front gate trying to come through. So, all right, well, I'm going to try and find, a surreptitious spot to try and see if I can hop the fence.
Okay. And Sammy, I assume same thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. You guys can give me a climb roll with a bonus die.
Ooh, I passed it on the first one. I got it.
Nice. Oh,
Oh, yeah, I
that's
passed.
extreme.
okay. Yep. All right. Yeah. Paula, she flies up that fence.
She's
Wow.
nervous.
You go, Paula.
All right. When you get into the warehouse yard, there are some crates sitting around like you expect at a warehouse where they store stuff for shipping and long-term holding and stuff till the person that ordered it. The warehouse, it's about 30 by 60 foot warehouse, and both of you can give me a spot hidden.
It's a fail.
I lost my die in there somewhere. I'm going to roll it again. That's actually a failure also, 66.
Okay, cool. All right, so yeah, you see the warehouse. Want to go in?
Yeah. I'm gonna try to see. Are there like multiple entrances or just
There
one?
is a front and a back. The front's got like those, garage doors so they could get vehicles and stuff in. The back is more of like just a person door.
Can we have a look around the yard first?
Sure.
See if there's
Mhm.
anything unusual around there.
Yeah. After you kind of look around the yard, there's not.
There's not a lot of stuff. Okay, it's just junk. Okay.
Well,
Okay.
goods and stuff, but nothing relevant.
What do you think? You want to go in the front or the back?
Let's try the back first. Let's try the back because I think opening up those big gates is gonna make a lot of noise, a lot of racket. So rather try to keep a low profile.
Okay.
All right.
Right. The door is locked.
Should have known.
Yeah. Yeah. Got a locksmith.
I'll just go back around to the front and just check to see if the two big doors are locked also, or whether
Okay.
they can be rolled open.
Okay. They are locked also.
Yeah, figures.
All right. I don't presume that you would know how to enter into a locked facility, Mr. Slick.
It's not my specialty. No, most of the time they open the door for me.
I see. Well, then I will start to look for windows and I will try to open them. If not, I will smash open a window.
Okay. You can do that without any issue. You can find a window to smash.
Okay. I'm assuming none of them are unlocked or open.
That sounds like a luck roll.
Okay.
And since you're the one looking,
I'd rather do that. I'm being a little bit more
Yeah.
cautious. I'm not just going
Okay.
around chucking bricks through windows.
Break through
That makes
windows.
sense.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's a lock. That is a pass.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you kind of find one and you're able to kind of like
Okay,
put your hands on it, friction raise it up.
old one. Okay, all right. Yeah, I'm gonna sneak through the window then.
I'll give her a boost.
All right.
Thanks, Sammy.
She didn't need one, but you gave her a boost anyway.
I know what you're trying to do. Don't get slick with me.
All right.
Okay.
So when you get inside the warehouse, most of it is obviously just one large room. There is some office, an obvious office in the northeast corner. You turn on lights, or are you going to try and like use a electric torch?
Mm, I was assuming that this was like morning, so is there just like not a lot of light shining
Okay,
into the
yeah.
windows?
If it's more, yeah.
Okay, because yeah, isn't it? It's Sunday morning, right?
It's evening.
Oh, it's evening. Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
okay, okay. Yeah, if I don't need to, I'm not going to turn on the lights.
Mhm.
If there is like
Yeah,
a torch lying around, then I'll grab one of
yeah.
those. But
Okay. Yeah, we're good.
How are
All
we
right.
gonna?
and I've helped
How are we gonna
Sammy
see?
in or opened up the door. I assume Sammy's inside with me.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
can.
Okay.
However, you got him in, whether he climbed
Okay.
through the window or you just went and opened the door for him from the
Okay.
inside.
Okay. Cool.
Okay.
I'm in particular. I'm gonna try looking for like a shipping manifest or
Mhm.
some type of log.
Okay.
So I'm probably gonna head to like an administrative office if there's something.
Okay. Yeah. Go into the office. Um, Once you're inside, the doors aren't locked inside because, that's what the
Yeah,
other
don't
doors were
expect
locked.
people coming in.
Yeah. So when you go in there, there is a desk in there with it's got paperwork and ledgers and everything on there. Okay.
Okay. I'm going to be looking for statues, art objects. I believe Leo's contact had said that the statue came from England. So
Mhm.
I'm going to be particularly looking for things from the UK.
Okay. Like in the paperwork.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think
Give me
while she's doing
a.
that, I'm gonna walk around in the warehouse,
Okay,
take a
we'll
look
come back
around.
to Sammy real quick because there is stuff for you to
Yeah.
find there.
Okay.
Paula, you can give me, I'll give you a choice. You can give me a regular accounting or a hard library use.
Ooh, boy. Okay. Gonna have to be library use, which
Okay.
isn't that great. Like, where's Dub? Okay.
Yeah.
No, that is a failure.
Uh, like accountants' books, they're generally written in their own like shorthand.
Mm.
You can't quite make out quite what it's saying there. You find stuff from England, but be 100% that's what you're looking for. You're not
Yeah.
positive on that. Okay.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna take then the book. So I'm assuming that
Okay.
there's dates on it. So I'm
Yep.
gonna be
Mhm.
like, I'm gonna take all the books from, let's say, maybe the past month.
Okay.
I can find. Yeah.
All right. Okay. That's no problem.
Okay.
Okay. All right, Sammy. So you're kind of walking around in the like the large room of the warehouse, where all the stuff
Yeah,
is stored and
I'm
stuff.
gonna see if I can find like a lantern or something, and maybe like just have a wander around and see what I can see.
Okay. We'll say you did. I'm not going to have you fumble around in the dark. But yeah, I've in every warehouse I've been, there's always like flashlights and stuff that you can
Okay,
use. Okay.
I'm
So
not sure
yeah,
what they had in 1923, so
probably a big, ridiculously bulky one.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So as you kind of walk around and look around, you notice that on one of the walls, like there's obviously some shelving there, but you can see that the wall that something ripped the shelving off, and the wall because it's kind of like that corrugated tin wall, and it
Yeah.
kind of buckled where it was screwed in was just kind of ripped out of the wall from,
Whoa.
from there.
Okay.
Uh, and underneath that, you find some broken, what would be underneath it if there's a shelf there. Find some broken glass.
Broken glass. What is it? What do I think it might have come from? Something in particular, like a vase or a light bulb or a.
Um,
How much
hmm,
glass are we talking?
just a couple little like shards.
Hmm. Clear glass? Red
Yes,
glass?
clear glass.
Hmm. I don't know. Is there any indication of what shape it might have been before it was shattered? Any big
No,
pieces,
not
maybe?
not really. It kind of looks like, people have done some cleanup here. Maybe they just missed a couple pieces of glass when they were sweeping up the place.
I see. Okay. Something huge came in here, ripped this thing off the wall, and but there's some broken glass, so they cleaned up something that was delicate.
Mhm.
All right, well, keep going.
Okay. So as you walk around, this one you will need a spot hidden.
83. No, that's a
Okay.
fail.
All right. So you kind of go around a couple times, but that's really the only thing of interest you found in
This
there.
stupid flashlight's not working very well.
The battery's bad.
Yeah.
All right. Paula, anything else you wanted to do?
Yeah, I guess, she'll kind of take the books and be like, maybe Dub can look over these later. Maybe he'll be able to find something of interest here. So yeah, she's gonna go ahead and join Sammy downstairs. Looks like something big came through here.
Yeah. I don't know what, but there was something that was made of glass too that got broke along the way, but only a
Yeah,
few pieces left. It looks like they got most of it cleaned up.
yeah. Is there any indication of blood anywhere, like any blood stains?
You wanna
Since
you wanna look around?
I'm gonna look around. Yeah.
Okay. Since you're specifically said you're looking for blood, this is what you would have found, Sammy, if you'd pass your spot hidden. Yeah, there is some blood stains on the concrete, and as you kind of look around, you see like maybe the second story up, there's even some blood spatter on the wall up there.
Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah. Here's where the bloodbath happened.
damn, something bad happened here. Give me the creeps.
Hmm. Okay.
You didn't find nothing in the office?
Yeah, just some books. I was hoping we might be able to figure out more about this statue, but it's all Greek to me. So, Dub's gonna have to pour over this. He'll be able to see if there's anything interesting here.
Well, might have missed our window.
Yeah. Hmm. Maybe we should reconvene with the others and see what else is happening. But
Yeah.
looks like everything's out of here now.
All right.
Right. All right. So, Dub, you were going to go speak with the Jesuit.
Yes,
Okay.
I've been in the church waiting. I probably talked to one of the church secretaries and told him, and she just said wait and when he's available.
Yeah. We'll say that he comes out and he's like on,
Hello, Father.
hello, what can I do for you?
Um, I work for Miss Paula Townsend. She's a private investigator.
Hmm.
And do you have an office? We could talk in there.
Oh, of course. Come with me.
So we go in there and I say, so I work for a private investigator and we've been searching for a missing person. In the process of this, we've run across a rather odd fly-by-night church, um, not Christian, although they claim to be non-denominational.
Hmm.
There's definitely, I attended a service just to see what it was like, and it's definitely got a lot of theosophy and other odd things. It's that church over on such and such a street that looks like
Oh.
a giant, I don't know,
Hmm.
bizarre tent sort of structure
Oh, yes,
with the
yes, yes.
spires.
I have seen the one you're talking over in Venice.
Yeah, we've started to uncover some things that look like, I don't know, strange cult activity. I was hoping that you, being a Jesuit, would have some knowledge on that place. Um,
Mm.
I think, I hate to say it, but I think they might be dangerous, and not just dangerous to our spiritual health, but possibly a criminal connection.
Oh, that is disturbing to hear. But you must. What would have drawn you to this conclusion? We don't want to be just accusing churches that we don't
Well,
attend to be.
we have a strong suspicion that they're probably charlatans.
Mhm.
Um, uh, they seem to the basic tenets of their religious faith are they're going back to Old Testament Jewish and uh, apocryphal books like the books of Enoch, and they believe that angels are coming down to earth and visiting them. Um,
Uh,
they claim that at night they actually can see these angels in their church en masse and speak with them. I'm thinking it's probably some sort of magician's trick, like fortune tellers do.
oh,
Um, but there's just some oddities. The the person that we're looking for seems to have gone missing. And it also seems that they may have been in the company of one of the leaders of their church, uh, and I forget her name. I'll give her
Wilma
name.
Cartwright.
And to add to that, looking into her background, it would seem that she's been married multiple times, and her husbands always seem to die or disappear.
Oh, hmm.
So we don't know if there's something weird going on or if they're conducting dangerous rituals, possibly sacrificing animals or
Oh, well, I mean, if they're, participating in an animal sacrifice or anything like that, of course, we'd want to not let that happen. I mean, being in the United States, they can worship however they want, but when it comes
uh,
to breaking the law, they're not allowed to.
I was just hoping that maybe you might already have some material that we can add to our files. Um, you guys are usually pretty thorough in your investigations. I don't know, maybe you haven't investigated them, but I thought there was a good chance you might.
Um, it's like, he's like, let me talk to the secretary. She might have one. And I'll give you this. It's kind of a summary.
Okay, so the Society of the Angelic Ones. The new Society of the Angelic Ones is certainly making a mark in Venice, having recently finished the construction of a new temple building on a vacant lot situated on St. Mark's Island on the Altair Canal. The Society's founder, Mrs. Wilma Cartwright, took a few moments out of her busy schedule to explain the work and beliefs of the congregation, saying that the church's goal is to improve the lives of its members and its place where they can connect with the divine angels of God. Mrs. Cartwright believes that God's angels watch over us and all, and that by following the good word, we can fill ourselves with good grace and benefit not only our souls but also our day-to-day lives. We are all God's servants, said Mrs. Cartwright, and we must endeavor to spread our angelic wings to do good works for our fellow man. Indeed, the Society of the Angelic Ones has begun a drive to provide soup kitchens for the poor of the city, which Miss Cartwright explained is just the start of her church's mission to help all, no matter their sins or predicament, and that everyone is welcome at the new temple. We offer salvation for those who strayed from the path of righteousness, Miss Cartwright added. For those wanting to hear more of what Mrs. Cartwright is offering, public services take place on Wednesdays and Saturdays at 6 p.m., as well as 9 a.m. and 6 p.m. on Sundays. Well, a lot of that
Yeah,
we
obviously
kind
that's
of
mostly,
knew.
yeah. He's like going, but like we really hadn't been looking into it besides, maybe looking at seeing if their beliefs were,
Well,
dangerous, but always,
it sounds like they're opening up soup kitchens to gain followers to, all are welcome. You don't really have to belong to anything. It sounds like a charlatan, a bunch of shysters, but you're not aware then of any nefarious stuff going on.
no, I'm not.
Well,
Sorry.
in that case, I'll keep an eye out. If we discover anything, I'll send you a report of what's going on.
Okay.
Not that I'm not really an active Catholic much anymore, but
Oh,
I
well,
was raised Catholic.
oh, well, uh, we appreciate that. And, you're always welcome back at the church there, sir.
Thank you, Father.
Mhm.
And I'll genuflect and leave
He
the.
does the appropriate response. All right. So we'll cut back to Leonardo. Um, you wake up and it is pitch black, but you can hear this dripping. Your hands are kind of tied behind you, and your shoulders are aching from where they've been, and it smells very fishy. You're obviously sitting on some rocks, and you can hear next to you hear a person kind of like rolling around a little bit, but they haven't said anything, and it's dark, so you can't see who it is or anything.
Well, this is bad. It's not good. Can I move?
Yes, yep.
All right. Do I still have my everything that was on me, or
If you had any weapons on you, which I know you didn't because they searched you, you wouldn't have those. But yeah, besides that, they wouldn't be worried about like, if you had like pencils or anything.
would I have like a lighter?
That's okay. Yeah, I'll give you a lighter because it's a little bit more.
I'm gonna spark up my lighter then and see the situation.
Okay. Takes a couple little flicks through for the flint to catch. Then it comes on, and you notice that you are in what's probably a tidal cave. And laying next to you, you see is Sebastian, who is tied up. He looks like he's really got worked over. And yeah, he's kind of bloody and all, and just kind of feeling your predicament because if you kind of look, you see that that the tide's starting to come back in, and so you can give me a sanity roll for kind of being in this not great situation. So,
No, that's a fail.
that'll be 1 point as you're like,
Pretty scared.
yeah.
Does Sebastian appear to be conscious, or is he out of it?
He's
Okay.
he's out of it. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna look around then for any like. Are there any shellfish?
Um. Yeah. There's Yes.
I'm gonna see if I can find a really sharp like clam or oyster or something,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna try to cut through my bonds.
Okay. That is going to be a luck roll to see if there is like one there.
All right. Yeah, 33. That's a pass.
Okay. Okay. So you kind of find it and you start kind of sawing away at your ropes that they've got you tied up with. And, it takes you a little bit right when you're kind of like going, you can't take the pain anymore because your shoulder's been kind of wrenched and you feel the bond starting to split.
Awesome. All right, so I think once I cut through them, I'm gonna, for the briefest second, consider taking Sebastian with me, and
Mhm.
then think to myself, well, another person will replace him in LA.
Okay. I like it.
um, so I'm gonna look. Is there like no exit? Like, is the exit blocked by the tide?
Yeah, the exit, the big exit is blocked by the tide as it's starting to come up. You kind of look around. There is like a tunnel on the far wall from the tide that kind of slopes up.
That seems promising. I guess I'll go that way then.
Okay. All right. So working your way up the cave tunnel there, it kind of zigzags back and forth, and it feels like you're climbing, for like an hour or so. So, yeah, but a lot of it is you're kind of slick, and so you slide a little bit and fall back, and you get to the top, and there's you're on the bottom end of a large trap door.
I'm gonna listen. Can I hear
Okay,
anything?
give me a listen roll.
Oh, no, that's a fail. I'm rolling really badly tonight.
Okay, nope, you don't hear anything.
Well, it must be safe then.
Exactly. Why would it not be?
Uh, okay. I'm gonna slowly push up the trapdoor and peek. Take a peek.
Okay. When you do, you are looking into a cellar.
Okay. Is the architectural style something I would recognize?
Hmm. No, not really. It's just, like looks like it was dug out into here. But then, there's concrete and everything. But yeah, just looking in the cellar, can't really place what kind of art style it would be.
I mean, Tidal Cave, I'm assuming I'm in like Malibu right now or something. So I'm gonna slowly open it up and crawl out.
Okay. Yep. Crawl into the cellar.
Yes, yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
All right. Yeah, you get into the cellar without any issue. There are stairs leading out. The cellar doesn't have any windows or
What
anything in
is
it.
what's in the cellar? Like what's around me?
A really strong odor of fish.
Okay. Are there any fish in here though? Like no.
No. Mm-mm.
Okay. I was planning on doing like a Monty Python chicken bash on anybody I ran into with the fish, but
Yeah.
um okay, I guess I'll keep going out if there's nothing. How is it lit?
I assumed you're lighter.
Oh, so the cellar's dark.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Hmm.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go up the stairs then.
Okay. When you go up to the stairs, it comes to a door. You don't need to make a roll. You hear voices uh, on the other side of the door. Uh, they've got kind of a croaking to them. And one of them's like going, he's like going, you were only supposed to bring one of them. Why'd you bring two? He's like, we don't need the other person. He's like, who is that anyway? I was like, Carl, I don't know. He was there. He's in a meeting with Sebastian. He's not part of the gang and all. I've never seen him before, and I was just gonna get rid of him, but I thought we'd bring him back here. Maybe they'd like to just use him for food.
I don't like that. Is there any place to hide in the cellar?
Yeah, there's like little corners and all, but there's not like shelving or anything stored down there. But you'd have to definitely make a stealth roll to hide, to kind of
Yeah.
push yourself
Yeah.
into a corner.
And it is dark.
Yeah, oh yes. Yeah.
So I'm just gonna hide in the cellar and wait for them to either leave or come down here.
Okay. All right. So you can give me a listen roll because now you're not right at the door.
Oh, no.
Okay. All right. No problem. So after about an hour, the door opens and you hear some footsteps coming down. You estimate there's probably about four sets of footsteps coming down. When they get down there, you can give me another sanity roll because you see two more of those bipedal fish people.
Uh-oh. Oh, nope, another fail.
Yeah, that's too bad.
It's not going well. Oh, did he freeze?
Keith is frozen in terror.
Oh, damn it.
There he
Oh,
is.
There you are. There you
All
are.
right, all right. No, all you guys were moving just fine, so on my end. 1d6. 1d6.
Oh shit. Six.
Okay. Give me an intelligence roll.
Oh no. Oh, I failed it.
Okay. So you don't suffer a bout of madness, but you do like make a noise because you're like,
Oh, well.
yeah,
Shit.
yeah. Yeah, and so they look around. You see two men with them. Also, one of them's a very fat man, got the like no chin, just comes right down, and the other one is that shoreman that punched you out and all. And they're like he's loose, get him! And they come running at you.
Okay, I'm just gonna be like, whoa, 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 whoa. I think we have to talk about this.
Okay. Give me a fast talk.
All right, now my shit's coming in. Okay, 36. That's a pass.
Okay, I'm looking at their stats to see what you would have needed.
This is a regular.
Nope, that's all you needed. They didn't have over 50%. So the fat one, he goes, hey, let's hear him out. He could be useful. I mean,
Look, fellas, you already know, I presume, that I'm not a part of the organization of the unfortunate in the basement here. But what you might not know is that I am a part of another organization from Chicago. I don't know if you've ever heard of them. They've been in the
Chicago's not
news.
close enough to the ocean.
Well, it is. I guess maybe you guys can't survive in fresh water. But yeah, they could look. I'm a connected guy, okay? You don't want to cause more trouble for yourself than it's worth. And anyway, you guys are from the church, right? I've been there. They know me.
Are you a member of the church?
Sure, I went to the last service. I can even quote some lines from it.
Are you going to the ritual?
Yeah. I fuck with the ritual.
What do you mean?
I love it. It's good. I love the ritual. You know, in the basement, in the room in the basement, right?
No, that's not what
No,
we're
I
talking
meant
about
yeah,
at
not
all.
in the basement. Not in the basement. Yeah, of course not.
Because I don't think you're a member. You can give me a fast talk again to see if you can convince them.
Oh, 16. 16.
All right. So it's going. He's like, he kind of sits back. You can see the gears turning in his head and all because you convinced him that you're part of the church, but he's also like he's pretty sure you don't know what he's talking about because you're like in the basement. He's like, what are you talking about in the basement? And so you're kind of talking past each other. He goes, he looks around. He's like going, it's like, so you're not part of the Lombardo organization. You're part of the church, but you're not in the inner circle of the church since you don't know what we're talking about. Are you just going there because you like what they say and they've got a good soup kitchen, or are you trying to move up in the ranks? I'm trying to get a feel if you're useful or if you're food.
Uh, I don't think I'm food. I'll just put that out there. Although obviously it's up for you to decide. But I'm just really into theosophy. I'm gonna try to quote some stuff that I heard
Mhm.
from the thing
Okay,
and
are
act all
you
spiritual.
all right? So you're trying to portray that you're a true believer.
Yeah.
All right, give me a fast talk.
Okay.
All right, you're good at it. So
Oh, yes, 35.
okay, all right. When you kind of convince him that you're a true believer, you see the smile kind of disappear from his face. And he's like, that's unfortunate. I thought you were going to be useful, but I see you've swallowed what she has to say. He's like going, he's like going, he's like, I'd like to say I hate for what's going to happen to you, but I think I'm going to really like it. And the two deep
Oh
ones
no.
attack you.
Yeah, okay. I
All
don't think
right.
I'm gonna be able to escape them.
No, no, no. So, yeah, the last thing you kind of feel is like they hit you and you feel like one of them bite into your neck and, everything kind of goes black.
All right, now I can bring in my new character.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I was like going, tell one of those you can survive if you fail. Okay. All right. So what are the other four up to?
I think at some point we come back together,
Yeah,
sans Leo,
I
and
head
Yeah.
back to the office.
Okay.
Yeah, likewise. We're gonna head there afterwards.
Hmm.
Oh,
Hey Deb, I got some reading material for you, and I'm gonna plunk down the shipping manifest.
excellent. Fortunately, my whole thing was a waste of time.
Hmm.
I didn't find out anything more than we already knew. The Catholics haven't really researched the church, but they're aware of it. They felt that it was just a church. But I told him I would give him a, a report afterwards because he said if they're actually involved in anything nefarious, they have an awful lot of connections. The Catholic Church does with the government, the police, and everything else. But he said as long as they're just a religion doing religious things, then there's nothing that they can do about it. But if we find out they've been sacrificing animals or people, that yeah, they'll bring the bomb down on them. How about you guys?
talked with
I
the
don't know that we
architect.
did much better.
Go ahead, Sammy.
I don't know that we did much better, honestly.
Hmm. Didn't
I talked with the
Leo have
architect.
a
He was real cagey. He definitely designed that room Paula found, but he wouldn't tell me anything about it. Mentioned a guy by the name of Carl Mann, and I swear that name sounds real familiar, but it's
Is
not
that one of
coming to
her
me.
dead husbands?
I thought so at first, but I don't think so. I don't know. Maybe it's not a very distinct name. Maybe it's just something, another case we worked at a different time, Paula. Thought it was something.
Well, it'll be
But
interesting to hear back from Leo. He went out to talk to his connections.
Yeah, they seem to know what's happening here, at least have some type of connection to whatever the hell's going on with the Cartwright Church. Yeah, I don't know if you'll be able to find anything in those shipping manifests, but we confirmed that there was indeed something happened in the warehouse, something bloody. So they were honest about that. I just really hope that Mr. Diaz wasn't involved in that.
I'm beginning just to think that, I mean, if there is something going on, maybe Mr. Diaz just got too close and, got was in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Sure looks like that.
I
it's
just
it may be, but kind of not. Paula and I were asking that lady at the church if he'd ever come to the service, and then she just shut down. Like, I think it's more than just he picked up the wrong fare.
Hmm.
I think there's something to it.
So I'm thinking at this point is that it's a church. It's doing what all newfangled churches do. They're feeding the poor people so that they can get congregation to elicit, government donations or whatever. They're currently not a threat to the Roman Catholic Church, but they could be. And if they are doing something nefarious or illegal, then they can be shut down rather easily. But until we find something, and even having like a secret altar under the thing, that's your
yeah,
weird religion.
yeah.
And
The
Freedom of
architect
religion's protected.
the architect mentioned, like, the Carl Mann, he said it was her boyfriend. I'm wondering about that. I don't know.
Carl Mann,
Maybe
let me get in on that.
yeah, look into him. I don't know anything about him. Maybe he's dead. Maybe he's at the bottom
But
of the ocean with all the
GM,
other husbands. I don't
he
know.
wasn't one of her previous husbands,
He
was
was
he?
not one of her previous husbands.
Okay.
Just sounded like a very familiar
And
name.
I honestly do not remember mentioning his
Okay,
name.
yeah, I don't know. It must have just been a name that
Yeah.
I thought sounded
Yeah.
familiar.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't have anything on any of my
Okay.
papers. I'll look into him. What next?
Looks like Leo's been held up.
Yeah, where the hell is he?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like late Sunday evening at this point, like
Yeah.
past
Yeah.
past 6. Because I
Oh,
was gonna
yeah,
say we could go by the church and attend their Sunday night
See
service.
their angel service. I bet it's just dangly lights from the ceiling. We'll see.
I'd like to see that.
Yeah.
I think we just need to be real careful. If these people are doing sacrifices, I think we just need to be, I don't know.
You think they're going to do a sacrifice in front of the whole congregation, though?
No, but it just feels dangerous. Like I don't know. They have these women have like bodyguards around them. It's strange.
Oh, great. It's weird.
They have bodyguards. They have no connections to the mob. They have some type of bloody altar deep in their basement that's not on the schematics for the building. These people are up to some shady stuff. I think that's pretty safe to say. The question at this point is, how deep do we want to go with this? Are we going to bring down this church, which to all eyes seems to just be this charitable organization?
And it wasn't really our original mandate.
Like I said, my one goal at this point is to get Selena Diaz some answers. And
I'd like to see one of these angels they're talking about.
What time was Leo's meeting? Wasn't it quite a bit earlier?
Hours ago.
Yeah, like 2 o'clock.
That's odd. I mean, he shouldn't have. I mean, I don't really know. I've never
Was
had
this a rival boss he was going to talk to? I'd be a little concerned if that's the case.
I don't know.
This
I don't know
is
how that whole thing
the
works.
same
Same
guy
family.
he got the original info from. So, but bad deals happen in that world. I hope nothing
No,
bad happens to him.
I don't know
He's got 9 lives. I'm sure he'll be able to get out of this one.
if we can. I mean, do we know anybody that knows Leo, family members, or
Shit, I don't even
I
know if
don't know why
Leo's his
we're
real name.
overreacting. We're overreacting at this
Yeah,
point. He could be
he got
back.
into that bootleg gin and decided to spend the night, I guess. So, well,
I am concerned though.
at at this point, what leads do we have? We can talk to the cop again and see if he's got any more information.
The architect knows more than he was willing to tell me. And y'all, I'm not a very intimidating person. I'm more of a charmer. But I tried to kind of press on him about his records not being accurately submitted to the county is a violation and he could have his license revoked for it.
Mm,
And I tried to press on that a little bit, but
mm,
he just wasn't hearing it. But he knows something. I don't know if he knows a lot, but he knows something.
That
some
cop, too.
of
They had done some kind of investigation on this church in the past.
them.
Yeah, he knew something was up.
Something's up with that cop, too.
Yeah.
He's keeping it tight-lipped.
And Carl Mann, whoever that is, if he's still alive even.
That's my job. I'll find
Yeah.
out who that is. I'll look him up.
Did we say at this point there's a knock and I'm here?
Either that or were you guys going to go meet the cop?
So it's like late in the evening. I mean, we could roll up to his pad and
Well, we'll
the-
say for ease to get Max's character in there that we'll say that like he is you go talk to the cop, okay?
Okay. All right.
And I just drew a blank what that cop's name was.
Booker.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Brooker. He's like he goes, he's like, Paula, I can't really talk to you. I'm going for some coffee at Joe's across town. So can't talk to you right now.
Oh, why don't I join you?
Well, it's free country. So he's kind of walks along and when you get away from the police station, he's like, I'm gonna go meet a guy. Someone that, he's not a criminal here in LA, but he's got some connections and all. And he's a friend of that Leo guy that sometimes you hang out with and all.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So
Huh. You're a real interesting cop, Booker, hanging out with all sorts of interesting types.
you gotta reach out to all kinds. He's like, and you kind of get to Joe's, and there you see he Booker, he waves. He's like, oh, Mr. McGee, it's good to see you made it. He's
Call
like,
me Eel Water.
Eel Water, that's right. I forgot. All you guys have your nicknames and all. He's like going, well, Eel Water, this is P.I. Townsend. She sometimes would work with Leo and all. So
Oh, yeah, Leo's told me about you.
Hopefully good things. Where'd you get the name Eel Water?
Don't ask.
Hmm.
It was about 30 liters of eel water.
Yeah, sounds pretty gross.
The water that eels are in.
Sure thing. Yeah. Hey, Brenda, 3 coffees, please.
black. Well, brings around and worker goes. He goes like, "On you still looking for that taxi driver?"
I wouldn't be talking to you if I had the answers to that one. What do you got, Booker?
Like, look, I got nothing on him, but his last fare was at that lady from the church.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the real pretty one.
The young one, the
Yeah,
priestess.
yeah. He's like going, he kind of looks around. He's like going, the reason we came here is because it's away from the station. Like I've been told to stop asking about that church,
Hmm.
and you came along. Well, I could just maybe point you in the direction of that little old lady. And I gave her a call after you left and just asked her about the church because I knew she couldn't resist mentioning it to you. He's like, I'm not saying there's anything going on, but when the commission tells you to stop looking, something don't
Yeah.
smell right.
Yeah, I get it. I get it. Huh. Wow. How'd you figure that out, that Elise was his last fare?
He's like, I got his book, and he was always exact about writing in his fares. Notice the last page was ripped out of there. I just took a little pencil and just kind of saw the indentation underneath it. So,
Ooh.
Interesting. She gave out her real name too, which is interesting. So we're trying to piece it together what happened that night. He took his cab and they went to the warehouse, right?
that's all. That's all I know.
Yeah, yeah. So Elise was the last known person to see him alive, as far as we know.
Yep.
Well,
But
have you seen Leo around, Miss Townsend? I'd like to talk to him.
No, he was supposed to come by this evening. We figured he just, I don't know, got laid up with some hookers or drank the wrong kind of gin or something. But yeah, we usually debrief. He's been involved with this investigation. Think anything's wrong?
Well, he wasn't exactly. I mean, he was a fun-loving guy, but
Sure.
he wasn't exactly the one to miss a call. And he was supposed to call me about an hour ago.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm a little bit worried about him. You know,
Yeah.
the Lombardos here, they're friends of the family, but you know, things can go different directions.
Hmm. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's that world is it's pretty cutthroat.
He should
Hmm.
know. He should know better, though.
yeah. So Brooker, he takes a last sip of his coffee, and he's like going. If you want to talk to me again, just call me up, ask for a cup of coffee. Do that. He's like going, but I can't dig into that church anymore. I ain't gonna risk my retirement.
Yeah, I figured. I figured. Hey,
Nice.
Booker, I owe you one. You're maybe not such a bad guy.
Don't tell people that.
Yeah, yeah, sure. Keep up your cred.
Yeah. He gets up and he leaves.
Well, Eelwater, if you're here in town, we could use all the help we can get. As you can tell, we're trying to find out what happened to Mr. Diaz a couple of weeks ago.
I've been
It's a real
briefed
weird
on the
case.
I've been briefed on the rough details, but I think you guys know better than me what's going on here, so I'll just accompany you. Because Mr. Capone said that Leo needs a little backup. He might be in a little deep.
Oh, Jesus. We got Capone involved in this now. God, I'm gonna lose my PI license. All right. Uh let's let's reconvene. Let me go back to the office. I'll introduce you to everyone and then maybe we can get a night's sleep. I'm assuming everyone's still at the office.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So, and as you travel back, Dub, you said you were going to try and do some research on Carl Mann.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Give me a roll on that.
Files and I got a 15. I don't know what I was rolling for. I assume a file retrieval.
Yeah, I was gonna say I knew you had those one skills. So
15 out of 75. That's an extreme.
nice. Okay.
Look, I've got a whole file folder full of Carl.
Yeah, yeah. So kind of digging through and stuff, you find that Carl Mann, he uh he owns some property around the city. You know. He has a house, a beach house in Malibu that's up on a cliff overlooking some tidal tunnels. And reason you would have collected on it because recently this is what you found it interesting when you're just kind of saving up your stuff, clipping out interesting articles that might come in. He'd recently purchased a gas station near the Angeles National Forest. It's a failing gas station, so that's what caught your eye was why would this rich recluse go by a failing gas station?
I don't know when the grapevine. I'm sure that's been there for a long time. So, yeah, that's an odd purchase, especially since it was going out of business and failing. All right. So when Paula gets back.
Okay.
So yeah, Carl Mann, Paula, beach house in Malibu. So he has money. He owns some businesses, and oddly, a purchase of a gas station just recently, right at the edge of the Angeles National Forest, up in the hills.
Hey everyone, by the way, this is Eelwater. He's going to be joining us.
Eel water? It's an interesting name.
How you get a name like Eelwater?
Well, it took me sucking up about 20 liters of eel water into my lungs.
Yikes.
Oh yeah.
I'm a little bit sorry I asked.
You'll never forget that feeling of eels wriggling around in your throat, up and
I'm
down.
sorry.
Oh my goodness.
I expect you're right about that.
I'm going to hand you some paperwork to fill out so that we have your information.
Do you have any knowledge of what's going on here, eel water?
Only what Leo's told me.
Oh, did you run into him then?
He's been keeping in touch with the family.
Oh, okay. We're a little worried about him. Seems like he fell off the face of the earth.
Yeah, do you know where he last was?
A warehouse, right? Some gentleman he was going to talk with.
He was gonna go meet with Lombardo.
Lombardo, yeah.
So wherever his office is at.
Yeah, I'm gonna go pay him a visit then because he should not be missing calls with me.
Do you think the rest of us should maybe come with you if running into any issues?
I don't know, Miss Townsend. Does being a PI come with a service weapon?
Well, I've had to pick one up. My duties. It's not a typical work expense, but I factored it in.
What about the rest of you guys?
Nope. Can't say that I carry anything of the sort.
No
Only thing I carry that
guns,
shoots
but-
is a camera.
This is my sword.
What a nerd.
I'm a lover, not a
What?
fighter.
What is a nerd? That's not in my vocabulary.
I'll come with you though.
Don't worry about him. Yeah.
If it's to help look for Leo, I'll come with you.
All right.
Safety in numbers and all that.
Yeah, let's.
Yeah, well, we'll need someone to take the drive-away car, right?
When is the service that we're supposed to go to this evening?
Midnight, right?
Midnight.
Oh, jeez.
Do we know that that's on a Sunday? Did the lady say that? She said it was.
I thought she had said come tonight.
tonight.
Tonight there's a midnight service.
Are we still on Sunday night? I assumed that we had rolled over to Monday morning, but okay,
Nope.
yeah, Sunday night then.
Mm-hmm.
It's what is it, the 29th?
Let me look at my calendar. It is Sunday the 29th. Soon to be Monday the 30th.
Monday 30th.
And Tuesday the 31st.
It's true.
Well, all I'm saying is if we think something happened to Leo, then maybe we shouldn't just send one other person to go check on that.
What time is it now, Keith?
We'll say it's probably about 9:30 in the
So
evening.
we still got quite a chunk of time. Mr. McGee, is there a way we can check with some of your other connections whether something has happened to Leo? Wouldn't they know first before anyone else?
I mean, yeah, I guess that's a good point. I'll call up Mr. Lombardo and see if I'm not super connected in this area, but I definitely would have Lombardo's number. So I will probably call up the office and he'll just not pick up.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
Hopefully Leo's okay and he didn't get into any deep trouble.
I mean, we did just see him a few hours ago. I'd be more worried if he doesn't turn up tomorrow. We didn't really make plans to meet up again. Well, he did say something about going to the midnight service, so maybe you'd be worried.
Well,
if
maybe
he
we'll
didn't
meet
show
him
up to
there. He
that.
knows where it is.
Yeah, maybe he'll show up.
He was supposed to meet me, so I'm gonna go check. If any of y'all want to come, feel free.
Yeah, I'd rather go investigate then, and then we'll swing by we can go by the midnight mass afterwards.
Is there anything that you'd like me to do in the interim, or do you want me to accompany you?
Why don't you meet us at the
Church.
the midnight mass? But maybe look over those shipping manifests and see if there's anything of interest in that.
Absolutely. All right.
All
I'll
right.
sit here and do that.
Okay. And Georgia, what are you going to do?
I'll go with the warehouse crew. I'm just going to drive the car, though, because
All right.
Okay.
I'm a fighter.
You'll be the driver.
All right. Okay, so we'll have Dub, we'll have him do his looking through the books and stuff. You can give me an accounting roll or maybe a library use or whether was it deep research that you had?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've got I like deep research.
Okay.
I got a 21 out of 65, so that is a hard,
Okay.
not an extreme.
It takes a bit, but once you kind of figure out the accountant's shorthand, you can kind of figure it out.
Oh,
What
I actually had higher on accounting.
Oh, nice. Dang it.
In accounting, I actually it's still just a regular. It's still just a hard.
Still just a hard. Okay, so going through there, you find that the Lombardo they brought in the shipment from Ernest Shillingsworth. No, it was bought from your characters, Florian Buckman's estate. They had that shipped in and all, and then there's a note by there, more money, and
so they were holding out for a higher price.
And then there's a couple other things where it seems like maybe they were an offer was made, then there was a counter offer, and then on the day of the so the artifacts arrived on the 12th. On the 14th, there's no other entries into that. But then on a few pages later, you see an entry saying that to get a lawyer to pay a lawyer to fight a lawsuit, a $200,000 lawsuit from the church against the Lombardo shipping for loss of valuable artifacts.
Okay. Is there anything that says who the two parties that were bidding on the object were?
Um, what you see in there? Yeah, you got a hard. So one of them was the Cartwright. The other one was it was marked SL.
L. SL. So I'll at that point I'll turn my attention towards seeing if I've run across any SLs
Okay.
in my research, but I don't think I have I?
Nope.
So SL and Cartwright. All right.
Mm-hmm. All right. All right. So the four of you go to the warehouse, the shipping warehouse on Long Beach, where Leo was supposed to have his meeting. When you show up, from the outside, looks like a business. Obviously, the lights are out. It's the middle of the night.
Did Leo drive his own car?
He did, and his car is here.
Seems a little
I'll point
odd.
that out.
Doesn't look like anyone else is here.
You said you were going to check out his car? Yeah, as you go through, it's whatever Leo would have had in his car and stuff. It hasn't been ransacked or anything like that.
All right. Well, this isn't looking so good. Do I see any obvious signs of breaking and entering?
No.
Okay.
When you say not looking so good, do you mean like there's a possibility of me getting shot?
I do, Sammy, but there's worse fates than getting shot. Have I ever told you how it tastes
really?
to have I ever told you how it tastes to have 20 live and 5 dead eels crammed in your throat? Because it ain't pleasant.
Maybe another time. Yeah. Let's focus on the guns.
All right. Well, this should be friendly territory, so let's just knock on the door and see what happens.
Okay.
After you.
Yep. You go up there, you knock on the door, and you don't get an answer.
Nobody's home. Think we knock a little louder? You know what I mean?
With you on that one.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna do my window trick and look around for any windows, any openings,
You,
any openings like that.
yeah. If you just check the door is unlocked.
Oh, it is. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, rather go the easy route.
Okay, so when you open up the door, you come in. The lights are turned off, and all. And in here, unlike the other warehouse, there's there's an upstairs at this one. So
I'm gonna take my gun out.
okay,
And,
What kind of warehouse is it? Is it like
this one is like they would bring in goods and all to. This is where the goods would get unloaded, then loaded onto a truck to get sent out to where it's shipped. The one that you guys went to before, that was more of a long-term storage for goods that would show up earlier and they weren't supposed to be delivered for a while.
it's like a distribution headquarters kind of?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I think I'm gonna look around for anything that I could use as a makeshift weapon, like a bat or a tire iron or something.
That's no issue at all. I mean, yeah. Okay. All right.
Snooping. I'll start with the ground floor area and just see. I'm again kind of looking for blood, obvious signs of struggle, that sort of thing.
Okay. Yeah. Downstairs, no, there are no signs of a struggle at all.
no self-respecting mafia member would have his office on the ground floor.
Yeah, of course. Well, let's go check out the office then.
It's completely different when you get up the steps. There's bullet holes in the wall. When you get to the office, there's a guy that's been gutted. His guts are splattered across one of the walls there. You see a Tommy gun kind of dropped on the floor. The drum has been disconnected, and stuff's thrown everywhere because it looks like bodies were dragged across the desk. So there's paperwork. It looks like there was a big old fight.
Oh my lord. Help me.
I'm going straight for the Tommy gun.
Okay. Yep. When you pick it up, you estimate the drum's probably got about 10 more bullets in it. But if you look when you kind of bend over, you see safes open, and there is another 20 bullet drum in there.
All right, I will take both of them.
Okay.
Now, if this didn't help, then I don't know what the fuck was wrong.
Jesus. It's like a fucking bloodbath here. Do you recognize Lombardo? Any of the people who are smashed to smithereens here? No.
Where are you standing, Georgia?
I'm in the car.
Oh, yeah,
I'm
yeah,
kind
you're
of like
still in the
being
car.
aware
Okay,
of the
all right.
area, like ready to
Gotcha,
hit the horn if
gotcha,
needed. Yep.
gotcha. Okay. All right. And Sammy, it sounded like you didn't quite go into the office. You kind of saw it, and you're like, "Yeah, I'm not going to mess with that." Shit.
No, I don't. I'm not searching necessarily. I'm just following these guys.
Okay. You out of the corner of the eye, you see movement under what would be the secretary's desk.
Okay, I'm gonna try to grab
Mm-hmm.
whoever's closest to me and point it out, like quietly.
What the? Oh, shit. I'm going to pull out my gun at this point.
Okay. If you got to look, it is a woman, and she's kind of like hiding. And when she saw her, you guys move around, she was trying to make herself even smaller in the.
Come. Ma'am, come here. It's okay now.
Okay. All right. So when you get her out, which one of you didn't close your eyes during the prayer? I can't remember. Was that Paula or Sammy?
It was Sammy.
Sammy. So Sammy, you recognize her as the lady that you saw also looking around at the church service. And
Oh, hey.
she's
I
like,
remember. We met at the church.
yeah. She's like, oh my God, walking fish were here.
Ma'am, it's okay now. I'm gonna try and find like a blanket or something to what happened here? Where did you see what happened here?
She's walking fish came in. I saw him come up the steps. I hid under the table. I just started crying, and then I heard gunshots.
What you mean,
Water,
fish?
find some bourbon or something for her. What? Wait. Hold on a second, sweetheart. What? You saw fish kill everyone here?
Yeah. Then they took some people with them. They took Mr. Lombardo, and whoever he was meeting with. They took him.
Did you happen to see a fellow? Or do you work here?
Yeah, I'm the secretary.
Oh, you're the secretary here. Do you know if there was a gentleman by the name of Leonardo who was coming to visit Mr. Lombardo?
Yeah, he was here. She's right on the verge of like breaking down.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take my jacket off and put it over her shoulders, and
Okay. Mm-hmm.
I think we need to get her out of here.
Yeah, she needs to go to a hospital. Come here. It's okay. It's okay now.
She's like,
How many eels were there? You said fish?
fish. Yeah. I don't know if they were eels, but they were walking.
Jesus Christ.
What kind of fish?
I don't know. I'm not a I've never seen a fish walk. How the fuck would I know what
Yeah,
kind of
yeah, it's
fish?
okay. It's okay. It's okay now. It's okay. And I just kind of like look back to them like
No,
she's not well. Yeah, well,
walking
it's okay
fish.
now. We'll get you we'll get you safe. Do you have any family around here, or just trying to like kind of change the topic a little bit?
Yeah. She's like, yeah. She's like, my sister's here. She's married to Jonathan Lombardo.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. It's the family business, huh?
Hey, I just trying to make a living.
Yeah, sure, sure.
She's like,
That's okay. Now, can we drop you off with your sister? Would you like us to drop us off at a hospital?
uh, uh, my sister's fine.
Okay, okay.
She's like, oh, that I swear they were moving, and
Sure,
I'm
sure.
gonna look around the floor for something that looks like fish prints.
okay. Um, or definitely, yeah, like and like some of the blood like coming out of the office, they're not shod feet, and it does look like they maybe got little claws at the end of it.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna point that out to Eel Water and Paula, I guess, at an opportune moment. Maybe not in front of the girl.
Yeah.
Is this like a dock?
You are right next to the
We're
ocean.
right on the
Yeah.
ocean. Yeah.
Hmm. Well, I have heard of people using, diving suits and stuff to smuggle liquor.
Hmm. Yeah, maybe they were frogmen.
No, they were fishmen.
Fishmen,
Hell yeah,
I
they're
know, I
fishmen.
know. Fishmen. Yeah, sure, sure. Here,
That's
have a
true.
drink of
Maybe.
this. Have a drink of this. And I'm gonna
Okay.
like kind of like nudge Sammy, like, give me your fat flask. Like, yeah,
All right, yeah.
yeah,
Oh, burns
yeah,
good.
yeah. All right,
Some
we're
of the
gonna. Yeah, I think we need to go drop off. Miss, what is your name?
Hi, Michelle, Michelle
Michelle.
Marconi.
Yeah, Michelle. Let's drop you off at your sister's place. We've got somewhere to be here too, gentlemen. I don't think we're gonna find anything else here.
It's like, oh my God. She's like, oh no, I think I'm going to move to the Great Plains. There's no water around there.
Hmm.
No fish
Less
Oh,
water.
mob too.
Yeah.
before we go, shouldn't we like take their files or something?
Sure. What files? What do we want to grab? Like everything on Cartwright? I wonder if they have anything on Cartwright.
Do you want them to know that we were in there, or
I mean,
I'm not sure it matters now. I mean, they,
Yeah, it
but
sounds like
there's also
everyone's
a
dead.
massacre in there, so
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, I'm gonna bring her out to the car and Eelwater and Slick. If you wanna try and find, any other documents or whatever, I'm gonna take her out to the car and see if I can get anything else out of her.
Uh, all right. So, Georgia, you see Paula coming out there escorting another woman who's kind of wearing Sammy's coat and probably still carrying his flask, sipping on
Yeah.
it.
Did y'all find anything, Paula?
Well, this young lady here witnessed, it sounds like, the abduction of our dear Leo.
Oh no.
God,
Damn.
the fish got him.
Yeah, this is something about fishmen came and
Fishman.
got him. Yeah, and I'm just kind of looking at Georgia like,
Yeah, and I'm picking up what you're putting down. I'm like,
fishmen. Yeah, you just keep drinking that, sweetheart. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay.
well, come on, get in the back seat, and I'll take care of you.
Yeah.
Right. All right. And then Sammy and Eel Water. You guys are kind of still in the warehouse.
Is there any windows overlooking the ocean side of the warehouse?
Let me look at the picture of the warehouse. Yes, there are.
Just want to have a look out the windows and just see. I don't know. See what I see. Like, what's the shore look like just on the edge of the warehouse there?
They've got like those docks that stick out into the water so the ships can dock there.
Okay, yeah. So it's a bunch of big docks. Okay,
Yeah.
got it.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
And nobody on the docks or anything.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, then I'm ready to leave.
I'm going to go back up to the office and take any files or papers that look important.
Okay. Yeah, that's no problem. They're in the safe. The safe was open, so give me a luck
Give
roll.
them to that.
Yeah.
Okay. 31 pass.
There you also find $500.
Woo! I'm quitting mafia life after this. Damn.
Yeah, it's a decent amount. Okay. All right. So you guys all make it back to the vehicle. Go drop Michelle off at her sister's house.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then meet back up with Dub.
Yeah, or was Tubb going to meet us at the church? I guess we.
All right.
I think it was
should
the service, maybe.
Okay. Okay. Here. All right. Find this service here. There it is. Okay, so there are noticeably when you guys get to the church, there are noticeably less people there during the normal service. It is a midnight service, so that would make sense and all. And when you come in, there's people. They're greeting you. You see Wilma is standing there, and she smiles when you come in. And she's like going, oh, she's like going, you came to see the angelic ones.
It
good
just
stay
sounded
away.
so intriguing.
She's like, oh, it is. I think that your lives will change.
Well, that's what I'm here for.
Oh, good. Well, come in. She's like going, would you like something to drink? We've got some grape juice and of course, water.
No, thank you, but I appreciate the hospitality.
Okay. Right. Got to deal water there. All right. So, about at midnight, they start ushering people into the chapel. People are getting their seats in the pews again. And then Elise comes out. She looks around and she starts giving another sermon. But about 10 minutes in, she's like going, may we dim the lights. And so the lights start dimming, and you see coming through the ceiling, you see these red lights start coming down like will-o-wisp and start floating down. They keep coming down, and they start going by people in the front pews. And you see the people start getting moaning in almost like a euphoric way.
How close are they coming to the people?
Almost touching them. Yeah.
And I'm looking very carefully, not at the lights, but to see if there's any strings hanging down.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Give me a spot hidden.
78. No, I don't see any strings.
Nope.
To look.
So, yep. They just kind of like these red globes. They just keep kind of working their way through it. and they're getting closer and closer to where you guys are sitting. Up there, Elise is going in. The angelic ones, they're here to show you the visions, to show you what you desire and what you can do to help out with them, their service of this world, and it gets next to you. So all of you can give me a power roll.
I'll be damned.
That is a pass.
That's a pass.
At what level?
Give me a second. Just a regular. I could make it a hard without much effort, but I'll just take my regular.
Okay.
I failed mine.
Mine is a regular.
Hard.
Okay.
Deuce.
Dubs, how'd you do?
I failed.
You failed. So Dubs and Sammy, did you fumble?
No.
No.
Okay. All right. Okay, so if you did not get a hard success on that, then you start feeling like almost like a psychedelic trip, right? It's like the world starts kind of melting down, but it's very a euphoric feeling that you're having and all. You hear this strange music and all pumping in your ears, and you see visions of the sea. You feel kind of drawn to the sea and diving into the ocean. But it slowly, as they kind of leave you behind, the visions start kind of fading away, and you start feeling like you're back in the church. But you do feel very at peace, and like you feel like you were blessed, like if you're a believer in the church and all that, you'd feel like, okay, like when I went to church, it was like, oh, God was in our service, and you just feel like wonderful about that. The two that failed, you get those visions also, but you also see these strange creatures, like you see like when it's euphoric, then you start seeing like these sharks that have arms, and they're grabbing at each other and attacking each other, and then it's pretty awful for just a brief moment. But you guys can give me a sanity roll for that.
I got a 001.
Nice.
I failed mine.
Not phased.
Failed yours. Okay. 1d4.
Okay. That's 4.
Okay. All right. So you lose 4 as you're all right. And then as they leave, everyone give me a constitution roll.
Pass.
Oh, another fail.
Failure.
Failure.
I'll spend 3.
I'll
Okay.
spend 4.
Okay. All right. The two that failed, you feel like very nauseous after they leave. The book describes it as like a radioactive sickness. Is how you kind of feel after they float on by. Now, all this for them to kind of work their way through the congregation takes about 30 minutes in all. But,
I think maybe I shouldn't have had that grape juice.
But then after they've touched everyone, the lights come back on, and Elise is there, and she's like going, "We've all been touched and blessed by the angelic ones." She's like going, "If you meet a Nephilim tonight and you procreate, I encourage you to procreate with them, so we can pass on the Nephilim gene to." And keep more angels entering in the world. You've all been touched by the angels, just like how Mary was touched by an angel to create the Nephilim of Jesus. You've all been touched by the angels, and you're fertile, and you will create more.
Is she for real?
I'm not sure I want
I'm
to
going to be
touched.
sick.
I don't want to stick my eel in any Nephilim or have any Nephilim stick its eel in me. Certainly not.
I mean, come on, y'all know this is a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah.
But that
But I
wasn't
am feeling sick after that.
Me too.
I wonder if it was something hypnotic that that could kind of scramble your brains. I saw thing. Have we left? We're not still in the church sitting there.
That's up to you.
No, I won't say this until we leave.
Yeah. Yeah, unlike the service during the day, they're not having a like meet and
Post.
greet afterwards. Yeah.
So are people just sort of filing out now?
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
You see some people, they're very randy with each other, and they'll be leaving.
Has Elise already walked away? Sorry.
She's kind of standing up there for a little bit as the congregation leaves and all. Wilma's at the back, saying goodbye to everyone.
So
thank you for
are you
coming.
saying that some of these people are amorous now?
Yep.
No.
So we feel sick, but some people are obviously affected as an aphrodisiac, huh? Interesting.
That's because I'm pure. Don't. Can we go?
Yeah, let's leave. Paula, you look like you really don't feel
Yeah,
well.
I need some fresh air. I'm just kind of looking at Elise, I don't know. I'm kind of as I'm leaving, I'm just kind of trying to catch her glance.
Mm-hmm. She's just smiling up there. Mm-hmm.
So after we leave, I'm like, did any of you see like fish people fighting?
Yeah, I saw something like that. I mean, for a little bit.
Oh, can't say that I mean, I felt like a weird kind of peaceful sensation, but didn't seem
Wait, but you said fish people. That's what Michelle was talking about. She was talking about fish people.
Yeah, kind of like, sharks.
Like sharks with arms.
And I didn't feel peaceful or happy. I felt like super nauseated afterwards.
Yeah, but it passed.
I felt real good until that nausea came on, but
like
what
were
the
they
hell?
like projecting pictures into my head? How does that work?
I don't know. Maybe they're waving around some incense or something. Anyone smell anything funky?
I didn't smell.
I didn't either. I don't know.
Oh,
Whole
I'm
thing.
still, my stomach's not settled. Maybe we should.
Yeah, don't get sick in the
Yeah.
car.
Whole thing is definitely a little fishy.
And I didn't see Leo. Oh, but shit, we didn't tell you, Dub. Leo's gone. Or did we tell you this?
What do you mean
Taken
he's
by fish
gone?
people.
Well,
What?
we'll fill in. We'll
Yeah.
fill in Dub. Assuming. Yeah. Leo's been kidnapped. The only lead we had said by fish people.
No, there's something I can see in my head. This fish, and he's like dressed in a tuxedo. No. I'm thinking of there's an illustration in that crazy book, that little kid's book, Alice in Wonderland, or the other one, but there's like a fish person in that. These look like sharks, right, Sammy? You saw the sharks
I saw something that looked kind of like a shark, yeah.
with sharp teeth.
And arms.
Well, the
Arms.
guy who wrote that book wrote it on LSD, so I think that you probably just saw some crazy shit because you're
Yeah,
whacked
but
out on
how
drugs.
How could Sammy and I see the same thing? Eel water.
I
Maybe it's
don't
like
know.
one of those suggestions.
Folly ado.
Like magicians, card sharps.
I need some.
I don't know.
milk of magnesia.
Here, have some eel water from my flask.
No thanks.
Well, I think if Leo's been taken by whoever, doesn't matter, fish people, regular people wearing a stupid ass fish costume, I don't know, but I feel like his life is probably very much in danger if he's been taken.
Yeah, absolutely.
what did
I mean,
what did the lady mean about being visited by the Nephilim tonight?
I don't know. Some
I have no
shit
idea.
here. Yeah.
It sounds a little succubus-y to me.
Yeah, that was very strange.
Isn't that what the lady said? Her daughter was
Mhm.
born from a
Yeah.
union.
Well,
Yeah. Yeah. She's a product of a
Yeah,
union. Nephilim. Yeah.
I mean, whatever.
Well,
These people are wackadoo.
if Georgia, if you felt good, I didn't. So maybe he likes you, but it
Ugh.
doesn't like me. You better be careful because
Yeah.
I can't get pregnant as far as I know.
Not gonna sleep tonight. I don't know.
never know till you try, William.
All right.
I don't know. We're gonna have to try and figure out what happened to Leo tomorrow. I mean, hopefully he shows up, but I'm
mean-
increasingly thinking that someone kidnapped him. I don't know where to look for him though. Like
Oh,
My
nothing to go off of.
my theory is that they drug him into the ocean because it looked like they were wearing some sort of weird ass
Yeah.
flippers.
Yeah,
Well, if that's the case, then Leo's gone.
poor Leo.
Shit.
if his body washes up on shore, then we'll know.
He wasn't that bad of a guy, all things considered.
Yeah,
Oh, he was a pretty bad guy.
you know,
It's okay.
don't ruin our memories.
Let's
Yeah,
say
he
he
was all right
presented
to me.
himself to us in an okay manner.
He was always nice to me. Well, maybe not nice, but okay.
All right.
Well, I think we better get some shut eye and then pick this
Yeah.
up tomorrow.
Okay.
Oh, did Dub tell us about what he found in the accounting books?
Oh, yeah, I'll go over that with you.
Yeah. And
But, what was it that I found? Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, okay. Wait, I told you all about Carl Mann already, yeah?
Yeah, but you had the SL thing,
Oh, SL, I never actually did. Did I get SL?
Lombardo, maybe.
It's most likely Lombardo, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, must be Lombardo. Yeah, and they hired a lawyer. So that statue is important to a couple of different people. Yeah, Cartwright and Lombardo. So was Lombardo also in this cult? Maybe a rival cult?
What were the exact notes about Lombard surrounding SL?
is that
He was one of the bidders on that.
Okay.
that-
Okay.
They were holding out for more money on that statue.
The statue that we think was taken from the church because they're missing something.
Right. It was on the 12th it arrived.
Hmm.
On the 14th there was a bidding war on it, and by the 17th it was gone, and they'd hired a lawyer. The Cartwrights hired a lawyer to sue for $200,000.
And how did our cabbie get wrapped up in all this? That's the weird thing to me.
Like I say, maybe they just didn't want any witnesses to tie it together. Didn't you say that she used her real name?
Yeah, she is.
Well, that might be why.
Did we ask the lady? We should have asked the lady who's the secretary about our cabbie. That was the same warehouse he went to, right?
Nope. Different warehouse.
No, okay, sorry.
Oh yeah, it's different.
Different warehouse. All right. Get my warehouses
Yeah.
confused.
Because Lombardo didn't know anything about
Okay, okay.
it. Yeah, that's her name.
Yeah. At least we know that the cop is a little bit more on the level.
Yeah. Might
But
be a piece of shit, but sometimes he's
he's
useful.
he's telling us the people in the police department, though, are not. They're on.
Yeah, it's interesting that the commissioner didn't want him looking into this, but maybe it's a freedom of religion thing. Maybe once he started snooping around.
Look, the cops gravitate to one thing, and that's money.
Yeah.
So it sounds like if this is getting covered up, it's getting covered up by someone who has money.
Or it's your friends or family members that are involved with this. The LA political class certainly are no strangers to.
So if the police commissioner put the kibosh on any investigation on the church, maybe he was paid. And if he was paid, maybe he was paid by this Carl Mann guy. And if it's this Carl Mann guy who's also associated with this gas station, that seems to me that maybe a visit to the gas station would be warranted.
I mean, what can you do at a gas station, though? It's
I don't know, look around and just see what's to see, that's what we do. But also, we could ask around about Carl Mann.
I wonder if Wilma would get suspicious if we started asking about it, because it's Wilma's boyfriend, right? Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah. Carl is Wilma's boyfriend, so I wonder if she'd start to get suspicious if we start to ask about him.
Probably,
Yeah.
I'd guess.
Yeah.
I really kind of want to know what the significance of these fish people might be. I wonder if it's an archetypical vision. Might pay a visit to the LA Museum and see if there's any artifacts, that from ancient civilizations here in California, the Pomo Indians there's a couple of tribes.
Maybe it's just a drug. Like, some drugs make you feel icky. Some drugs make you see colors. Some drugs, maybe it just makes you see fish people.
There's too much involved here that there's fish people and there's people drowning and you said fish people attacking and us seeing visions of fish people. Fish people seems to be significant. Yes, it could just be drugs. But if it's something else, maybe I'll walk around the museum. I might run into a totem pole or something that's got fish people on it.
You have that horrible oarfish thing preserved in the museum.
Ew.
Looks too
Truly
much like
is
an eel.
horrible.
It is one of the most disgusting. Anybody who's from LA will know that it is fucking horrifying.
It's like 15 or 20 feet long.
Mm.
Deep sea critter.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just
Well,
put into alcohol.
really,
stuck it in
the only lead I can think of that we can follow up now is Man's garage, or gas station. See maybe what's happening there. Did they also say that he has a house in Malibu, like a beach?
He's got a house in Malibu, which is a nice area, and that he owns a few other businesses around town. I could find out what those businesses are if you want, but
maybe we could pay him a visit at his house. I'm sure it's probably hard to get to, but
I could ask around town about this guy. Somebody's got to know him.
mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, let's get some shut-eye, and then we can maybe investigate some of these leads tomorrow around Man. He seems to be the best lead we have right now.
Yeah.
I'm beat, and I've got a headache from that.
Yeah.
Mr. Eelwater, you seem to be the type of person that would be good at putting the screws to someone else, and the architect definitely knows more than he's telling us.
All right. I'll take care of him. I'm going to need to pay a trip to the grocery store, though.
For more eel water?
Are eels on sale? Or
They have live things sometimes.
maybe at the Chinese market.
San Pedro.
Okay. All right. So it sounds like you guys are going to bed for the night.
Yeah.
That seems like a good spot to stop
Outstanding.
for our night too.
No horrible nightmares.
Nope, no horrible
Visitation?
nightmare.
I suddenly see the script for Jaws in my head. Our players included Stefan Amshi, Holly Buto, Troy Wheeldryer, Max Meltzer, and myself, with Keith Craig as the keeper of arcane lore. We have a Discord server where you can chat with other members, you can set up private games, and you can learn the finer arts of gameplay and game mastering. We provide audio-only versions of our shows free for you to download from Spotify, Podbean, or iTunes. Support for the show is provided by our patrons who are listed in the closing credits. If you would like to show us your appreciation, please visit our Patreon page, or you can use the thanks button just below the screen. Like, share, and subscribe to our channel, and punch the bell icon for updates on our latest shows. And leave us some comments. We enjoy reading them and answer any questions you might have. This is Thom Raley, together with all the members of our gaming club, inviting you to journey with us once again into the darkness for another adventure into the universe of H.P. Lovecraft and the Call of Cthulhu role-playing game. Until next time, good luck and good gaming.